Good morning to one and all present here. Welcome to Day 3 FDP program, Session 1, Leadership and Mental Health. It is with great pleasure and enthusiasm that we gather here to extend a warm welcome to exceptional individual, a distinguished leader in the field of electronics engineering, Mr. Harsha Prasanna, KP, Director at Dilogy Solution LLP. Mr. Harsha Prasanna brings to the table a wealth of experience as a dependable and accomplished electronics engineer. His track record in achieving a customer satisfaction and successfully completing projects is truly commendable. As the CEO of Salem Electronic Engineers LLP and a Director of Dilogy Solution LLP, he has showcased his adeptness at working independently with minimal supervision and as a leader of professional engineering teams. His proficiency in hardware, including Nadu DLP chipset, ARM, PIC, and Arduino coupled with expertise in languages such as C, C++, Python, and HTML, underscores his versatility in tackling complex technology challenges. Mr. Harsha Prasanna's ability to convey intricate technological theories and concepts to diverse audience in a clear and accessible manner is a testament to his communication skills and leadership. Throughout his career, Mr. Harsha Prasanna has earned numerous accolades, including the Best Outgoing Student Award and the Best Robot Design Award. His role as the Vice Chairman in IET Salem further highlights his commitment to advancing the field of electronics engineering. Notably, he has been recognized among the Best 10 Electronic Startups in 2016, a testament to his entrepreneurial spirit. In addition to his achievements, Mr. Harsha Prasanna has contributed significantly to the academic and research community through publications such as Autonomous Self-Learning Electronic Blending Machine for Manufacture of Nanocrystals. His inventive powers is further evident in his patents, including the electronic traffic signboard announcer using RF signal and the system and the method for driving a single coil lever stepper motor in anti-clockwise direction. Notably, his patent a chamber to observe CO and CO2 from the vehicle exhaust underscores his commitment to sustainable and environmentally conscious solution. As we welcome Mr. Harsha Prasanna KP to our esteemed committee, we look forward to benefiting from his expertise, leadership, and innovative spirit. His presence will undoubtedly contribute to the continued success and growth of our organization. Please join in extending a heartfelt welcome to Mr. Harsha Prasanna KP. Thank you.
Okay. That's fine. Good morning. So, teaching staff, everybody is teaching staff, right? Okay. Okay. So, a basic introduction. I'll give a basic introduction about myself. 2011, I completed my bachelor's at SONA. 2013, I completed my MS Electronics Engineering at University of Sydney, Australia. And then 2017, I completed MBA Finance from BITS Pilani. And then 2014, along with my partner, I have started a company called Salem. And then that company has grown to, we have started another company in 2017 called Dilogy. In the first year, we have clocked around some 30-40 lakhs turnover. Now both are almost like 5 to 10 crore company. So the growth was phenomenal so far. 2014 to 2023, the growth was phenomenal. But this growth was achieved through multiple hurdles. We have come across multiple hurdles throughout this journey. Though I don't want to give you lectures based on this is what leadership is, this is what you have to do. I'll just explain and I'll just share my thoughts, my experience with you, so that at least I can pass a little bit of my experience to you, so that you can learn from my experience. Because whatever we have come across, we have not done anything theoretically. Everything has been, we have suffered that, and then we understood this is, with this we should not do, and then we have continued our journey throughout our life. So that journey, along with some references to my leaders who have inspired me, I'll just use my leaders who have inspired me as a reference and continue my journey. In this next 1 hour, I'll explain you what we have come across and how you can just avoid such situations. That way you can be a better leader for your future generation. So in the first slide I can show you leadership is navigating leadership challenges is very important, that you should have proper mental health. That really, when your COVID situation or your recent flood situation last week, the amount of physical stress that you come across is more, is lesser than the mental stress that you come across, right? You will not have food, you will not have milk for your kids, you will just struggle. The entire 1 week period, I'm not sure. I have not suffered that because I am not from Chennai. I am from Salem. So I think you would have all suffered that mental stress. That mental stress is what drives a leader. How have you come across that mental stress to become a great leader? Today, I can surely say 2015 and 2023 made everybody a leader. Who are sitting here, who have suffered that loss, everybody is a leader today because you have come across a mental stress, you have handled that stress very well, and you have come across that situation. So that is the stress that you have to handle when there is a crisis. Stress comes when there is a crisis in your day-to-day life. That crisis comes automatically. In business, crisis comes when you are run out of money. You don't have money, you have to pay your salaries, you have to take care of all your person who are working with me as employees. I have to pay their salaries because they have a EMI to pay, they have a kids to take care of. That is a stress that I am handling for them. For when you have a flood situation, you are handling your stress to feed your kids, to take care of all your day-to-day activities. You are handling a tremendous amount of stress. That stress will give you a teaching. That teaching will make sure next time when you forecast a big rain, you will automatically have enough ration in your house. So this is the learning that we get out of all the stress that we come across in our previous situation. So that is what I want to showcase along with the leaders who have inspired me, who have taught me small lessons here and there to overcome my stress and my mental health. As I said, no one is a born leader. Everybody is learning and overcoming that issue. So they are made. Leaders are made. People will not say, yes, he is a leader. You cannot say MGR MGR is a leader. No. When he has come across a lot of struggle, he has seen a lot of struggles, and then based on that struggle, he nurtured himself and became a leader. A leader who was followed by multiple of their followers who just follow him. When the leader says you have to go, he will go. That's how he nurtured the followers. So leaders are not made. Leaders are not born, they are made. So I'll give you 4 tips. These tips are enough to become a great leader, to be as enthusiastic as possible, to be as nurturing as possible. Give me an example. Vivid. So vivid, producing a strong, clear picture in the mind. Who will come to your mind when I say a vivid leader? A leader who has a strong clear picture in his mind. இதுதான் பண்ண போறோம், இப்படிதான் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு they have a clear picture in their mind. Who will come to your mind when I say a vivid leader? Anyone? Vivid leader. Tata. Anybody? One who plans their activities way before, this is what I am going to do, and the planning irukano. And that leader, who is that leader who comes to your mind when I say vivid? Sorry? Mother. Okay. I would say all the Indian housewives. Today, 10,000 rupees if I am earning, my mother will still run the family with 10,000 rupees. Correct? 1 lakh rupees I earn, my mother will still run the same family with 1 lakh rupees. How is this possible? There is a great innovation behind this. There is a study behind this. How much trust they are handling to run the same family. 10,000 rupees or family or entire family 10,000 rupees சம்பாதிக்கிறாங்கன்னா அந்த வீட்லயும் ஒரு பையன் BE படிப்பான் இதே காலேஜ்ல. 1 lakh படிக்கிற பையன் சம்பாதிக்கிற பையனும் இதே காலேஜ்ல BE படிக்கிறான். How is this possible? So how much trust that lady has taken care in his family to run the entire family with just 10,000 rupees. So what is that mind she has to run? Can you imagine? I really don't know. See, being today we started the company very small. Like the photos I'll share it in the last. Okay, we started in a house, very small house. That to my grandfather's house without rent. He told me, you take the house without rent, you see whether the business runs good, then you pay me the rent. That's how we started. And the mindset எனக்கு இப்ப இருக்கானா கண்டிப்பா இல்ல. If I say, if today my office rent alone is 2 lakh rupees. That day I did not even have 50,000 rupees in my bank account when I started the company. If I come to this stage and say 50,000 rupees நான் ரன் பண்ணிருக்கேன், என்னால பாசிபிளான்னு கேட்டு இப்போ வந்து நான் சொன்னா கண்டிப்பா என்னால முடியாதுன்னு நான் சொல்லுவேன். Because the mindset has changed. However, Indian mothers are still running the family with 10,000 rupees. Can you just imagine 10,000 rupees? How is it possible? How much mind stress they have handled to overcome entire hurdles of the family, medical expense, college expenses, everything she is handling with just 10,000 rupees per month. Is this possible? There is a study behind this, how much stress they are handling. It is not about just the stress, financial stress, loneliness. இப்போ காசு எவ்வளவோ இருக்கட்டும், ஒரு ஹவுஸ் வைஃப்க்கு இருக்கிற loneliness working womenக்கு இருக்கவே இருக்காது. Because you are meeting multiple people, you are actually engaging yourself with multiple activities. Today you are all here to listen to me, whether I am right or wrong, you are listening to me, correct? So there is some engagement to you. But when there is somebody sitting in your house as a mother thinking about, okay, என் பையன் 5 மணிக்கு வந்துருவான், அவனுக்கு நான் இதை செஞ்சு வைக்கணும். Their only thought is about the family, and the stress that they are handling is tremendous, unbelievably tremendous. அதை experience பண்றவங்களுக்கு தான் they will understand the power of a woman in your house. So that's what I'm saying. A vivid leader, they are really unsung. இந்த photo பார்த்தே தெரியும் how much work they are handling in a fraction of second. Mixie off, என்ன gas off, பையனை பார்த்துக்கோ, பையன் கத்துவான். So all that stress they are handling, you will know that every mother in your house who will just say, yeah, she is a housewife, I am working. It is okay, boss, she is a housewife. Yes, she is a housewife, but the stress that she is handling, that you will not even handle 5 to 10% of what she is handling. That is the reality behind a housewife. I would definitely say she is a housewife is a vivid leader that I take as an example on how to plan. How to plan, like when you see the progress in the early stages, I just take my mother or any mother who is struggling there as my inspiration. 50,000 we have to pay salaries, rent. Of course, my grandfather said you take some time and pay. So 5,000 every salary. Almost when we started, 6 people were working with us. All their salaries we have to handle. See, 50,000 in my bank account, 50,000 in his bank account, for example. Put together we have 1 lakh rupees. 6 people's salary we have to pay. For that, do you think it is possible? Definitely not possible. So for that we have to really work hard to make some money every month. And the every month money work pandradhukku, adukku we would do anything that comes our way. Today, if I say do you want to work for Flipkart for editing their image? I would say no, because I am an electronics company. Why would I go edit image in Flipkart's website? But that day we did. There is a project that has come to our company through our friend, saying you have to edit some n number of images per day. Okay, so for that we have put 3 people who will just do image editing. Flipkart or Amazon when you see a product, every product will have a white background, right? Every product, whatever, like today if you are listing this watch, you put that watch on the table, take a photo and put it on Flipkart. Flipkart will not, the background will not be as visible as this, like the bench, there will always be a white background. For any product you take, the product will have white background only. That is a standard, Flipkart standard or Amazon standard. So that is what we were doing in the early stages. Electronics will run because electronics is a project based. When I take a project, the project will get completed in 3 months, and 3 months post that I will get money. But what will I do for the 3 months, right? For the first 3 months, I have to pay the salaries. I cannot make my employees wait for 3 months. So what we have done is we have put 3 employees dedicated for Flipkart and Amazon. They will edit the images, and money that is generated from that Flipkart and Amazon project, we will float to electronics projects also. You understood, right? We will make some 50,000 here, and that 50,000 will split across 30,000 to these employees. That example I am saying, 30,000 to these employees and 30,000 to electronics employees for the next 3 months. Once the electronics money comes, we will further flow into other projects. So that's how we. Today, if I ask you, do you want to make Flipkart editing? I will not definitely I will say no, because there is a change of vision. Today, I am an electronics company. There is a vision set for me. I am an electronics company. I will do only electronics. But that day, the planning was, I make any business that comes to my way and feed my core business. That's how we have started this company. The Flipkart and Amazon editing has fed my electronics employees. That electronics employees money has come, we have put on some other electronics projects, but still we have almost 1 to 2 years we have continued this Flipkart Amazon editing just to feed the employees until, 3rd year or 4th year is what we made more money in electronics, and then we slowly stopped this Flipkart and Amazon. So that's how I just want to say, a vivid leader will always think, what do you have in hand and how do you plan it? What do you have in hand? Because you know the interest rates. If I go to the bank and say, give me 10 lakhs loan, 16% interest rate, sir. Can you just believe? 16%. The bank interest rate for business without collateral is 16%. 16%, can you make profits in a business? You can't. It is not possible. 10 to 12% profit for any electronics manufacturing. 10 to 12% is the 10 to 12% is the open. Sorry. So the open margin available is 10 to 12%. If I pay 16% to the loan, how will I take anything to the home, right? That is not possible. So taking a loan is absolutely a sin in nurturing a business. That's what we learned. You cannot take loan. That is how a loan is possible when you have huge margins, 50% margin, 100% margin. You can take loan and run a business. But when there is a margin is very less. Electronics is not like software. Software, I can just write a piece of code and say this is worth 50 hours of my time, and 50 hours is into 1,000, 50,000 rupees is my charge. It is not possible. Everybody would know what is the price of a pen drive, right? If I make a pen drive for 10,000 rupees, will you buy? You will not buy. A pen drive is available for 800 rupees today. So what will I make? Nothing. The wafer thin margin, that is called, we name it wafer thin margin, 10%, maximum 12%. If I make 12% in my profits, 16% is given to loan. How will I take anything to the home? I'll be going negative back to back. So loan is not possible. The only way is to run anything else that gives me money and feed the core business. That's how we started doing this planning. All our mothers, I'm saying unsung leaders, seriously. Innovative, anybody? So first you have seen vivid, how to plan a business. Anybody? So everybody will have a leader who inspires them, who is innovative enough. For me, I think Kalam was one of the greatest inspirations, but more than him, technology side, see, Kalam was mostly on space science, right? I am into pure electronics. For me, it could be, I mean, it's a debatable conversation, but still, for me, Steve Jobs, who created, he changed the way that we use electronics, correct? Before iPhone and after iPhone, you can actually distinguish between before iPhone and after iPhone. This is like before Christ, BC and AD. So you just say anything, the product that you are using, there is some touch by Steve Jobs. He inspires me the way that we need to build a product innovative enough to reach out to the customer. He is outstanding. The hurdles that he has come across, I don't know how much you guys have read about Steve Jobs. He started a company called Apple, which is the world's most technology-rich, money-rich company today. Today, Apple can buy anything in the world. Anything. You cannot even just say this or that, this and that, anything. You name anything, they can buy. That is their market value. $2.3 trillion is their market value today. He started a company called Apple. So Apple was growing good. Then he started a concept called computerized TV. See, he always tries to create something new. So what is the innovation that we can bring to a normal TV? He tried to make a computerized TV. So what happened is that product did not go well. A product can be innovative. It need not be a successful commercial product, right? It can be an innovative product, but it need not be a commercially successful product. So private limited la problem enna, I am the boss, but I am not the boss. Private limited la, there is a board of directors who will decide who has to be the CEO, who has to be the deciding authority, because everybody will have a stake. All the board of directors, everybody will have a stake, and everybody will have to be given a power to decide about the future of the company. Mine is a LLP. LLP is a limited liability partnership. Today, myself and Raj can decide how my company has to progress. Nobody can question me. This is like autocracy in solvanga. So, na decide panna, I can change the way my company progresses. Today, tomorrow, I can call Raj and say, tomorrow we have to manufacture electric bikes. Yes. If he agrees, we can manufacture electric bikes tomorrow. But that is not possible in private limited. Private limited, you have to create, this is like bill pass pandra mari. You have to create a logic that logic has to go through Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, gets all accreditations, and then it has to come to the reality. So that is how private limiteds are built, right? So when he created a company with a lot of struggle and a vision, he was thrown out of his own company where he started. Apple, with a vision of creating innovative products, he was thrown out. He is no more a CEO, he is no more an employee of Apple. Can you just imagine a company I am starting, I'm bringing the company as successful as possible, and somebody else who is taking the stake from the company throwing me out of the chair. How to handle the stress? So that is how Steve Jobs has faced these issues of throwing out of his own company. The stress that he has handled, I don't know, there is a story, Steve Jobs have come to India and he has gone to Himalayas and everything. I don't know whether it is true or not, but the stress that he has handled is outstanding. He came out and he did not stop there. So he came out and he did not stop there. He went on and started a company called Next. Next is a pure competitor for Apple. Whatever he wanted to do in Apple, he wanted to do in Next. NEXT. You would have heard this in the late 90s. You would have heard Next computers. That time Zebronics, Next are all available in India. So Next Computers was founded by Steve Jobs. Pixar. What an outstanding foundation. Pixar, you know, today also Pixar is available. One of the leading Hollywood animation studios. Pixar, you know Toy Story? I mean, most of the kids would have seen Toy Story. Toy Story, Pixar and Disney is creating a lot of production. It's one of the most leading animation studios in Hollywood even today. Steve Jobs is no more, but Pixar is a leading animation studio in Hollywood today. So, what I'm trying to say is, when you throw someone out, the stress that he has handled, he converted it completely positively. He created Next, he created Pixar. Today, Pixar is one of the leading animation studios. There is no end to a leader. If someone throws you, that doesn't mean that's an end to you, right? You come out, you put your same thought somewhere elsewhere, you become another leader. Simple. So, once 1997 he came back to India, came back to Apple as after seeing the growth of Pixar and Next. Apple has again taken him inside 1997, and the rest is history. Seriously. After everything, whatever he has introduced after 1997, after his reintroduction, everything that you are using, I am using an iPhone, you are using an iPad, you are using an iPod, everything was introduced by Steve Jobs and his pure brainchild. Today, $2.3 trillion company, Apple. Steve Jobs is no more. He is a leader with great innovation in his mind. He was absolutely phenomenal in the way he has brought Apple up. So, how do I rate Steve Jobs with me? Today, first I told Vivek how I planned my journey, how we took some other job to do my job, to fund the core electronics job. How do I take Steve Jobs as an inspiration and started creating products? What to do? See, today there are so many electronics companies in the country. How do I distinguish between them? Like, how do I stand out? How do customers come to me than them? There should be some innovation, right? That innovation should be groundbreaking. Today we have 3 patents. That patents is groundbreaking. Today, anybody wearing Titan smartwatch? Titan watches? Titan. Any Titan group watch. Right? I would say today 50% of Titan watches and smartwatches are made by us. So that is possible. The chip, the electronics PCB inside, it is made by our company. It is Titan watch, but still Titan's PCBs, if you open that, it is our design, my code, my PCB is there inside the watch. So how is this possible? What made Titan to come to me? Titan is a Tata group. Tata group will not come to anybody easily, right? So what made Titan to come to me is what I will show you in the upcoming slides. What is the innovation that we did in 3 days? Titan gave me a task. We went and approached, sir, something that we can do in this space. Watch is like, what do you do with a normal traditional watch? This is a smartwatch. Smartwatch can do multiple things because there is a OS inside, there is an application inside. Application you can write. This application can show you a video. This application can take a audio and show. But a traditional watch with a needle, what will you do? You cannot do anything. It can only show time, right? That is where we wanted to play a differentiating role. Today, Titan smartwatches with analog face can do 80% of what Apple Watch can do. With the same analog needles, it can show you your activity, speedometers. It can show you. It has Bluetooth. It can communicate with your phone. When you go into a foreign country, for example, you land on Singapore, automatically the needles will change to Singapore time. So what can you do when with a normal traditional watch. Titan doesn't want to do magic like with analog digital. I mean, Titan doesn't want to do digital watch because their core strength is analog watch, and analog watch has a beauty. Like when you wear a traditional watch, there is always an ornamental value addition around it, right? When this watch, it looks like a toy watch. I'm an Apple fan, but still, this looks like a toy watch. I have to charge it every day. But Titan smartwatch, you doesn't have to charge. You can, the same smart features Titan smartwatch has, you don't have to charge for 1 year. You can still wear it as a normal traditional watch. You can just take it every day morning, you wear it and go. It can give you pedometer levels. It has a mobile syncing. You open your mobile, it will show you how much you have walked throughout the day. It can show you your heartbeats, how much it has changed. Everything with a analog face. This is a digital face. Digital face can show you multiple data in a single screen. But analog face, how will you show? Everything is made possible in Titan smartwatches through us. So in 3 days, the task they gave is reversing a unidirectional stepper motor. You know stepper motor, right? It goes step by step. For every pulse, it steps every step. That's how our quartz watch works. When you see our quartz watch, it is not a DC motor. When you power it, it will not just rotate. It has to be a pulse. Every on pulse, one step, off pulse, another pulse. On step, one pulse. Like that, it has to go pulse, pulse, pulse. So that's how a stepper motor works. So the stepper motor, they want to change the unidirectional stepper motor to a bidirectional stepper motor. If you see Lavette stepper motor, L-A-V-E-T, Lavette type stepper motor, the by birth Lavette stepper motor is designed to run one direction. Based on the gear settings, the Lavette stepper motor will run in one direction. If the gear settings changes, it will run in the other direction, but only one direction. It is designed to run in one direction based on the gear settings. Inside there are gears. Based on the gears, either it will rotate clockwise or anti-clockwise. It will not rotate both ways. So the Titan gave us a task to make a Lavette stepper motor to rotate bidirectional. If I give a signal, it has to go forward, and if I give a signal, the same motor has to rotate backwards. Right? So Titan has own Lavette stepper motor, patented stepper motors they have. They are not procuring from anybody, they are designing and manufacturing it, the stepper motors. So that is the task they gave. I don't know. That time, our business was very much like dull. We were like, what is this? We were like 23, 24 that time, age. So that time, whoever was studied with me, they were like going to foreign, taking employment there, earning lakhs and lakhs. We were not even taking 10,000 rupees per month, but still having a dream of building a dream company. That time, we were about to die. Like, in another 2-3 months, if Titan thing did not happen, I am definitely an employee elsewhere today. 2-3 months, max. That is the cash that we had. Next 2-3 months, we had cash. After that, there is nothing. There is no forecast also. There is no project running. There is no forecast. There is no money incoming also. Maximum in 2 months, the ground is broken. So that time, we got an opportunity to talk to Titan. They said, you do this to rotate anti-clockwise. That is a simple thing they told. I see him as a great mentor, a leader. His name is Srinivasan. He is a managing director now. He is a AVP now today in Titan. So the photos I'll share in the last. So he told me to rotate the Lavette motor anti-clockwise. 3 days we did not go home, working, sleeping in the company, working. And one of my employees, Muthu Kumaran, I don't know what belief that he had in us, he also was staying with us. The entire 3 days. We were taking food, idli, sambar, we will just get it, eat, sleep, do work. டக்குன்னு 3 பேர்ல யாராவது ஒருத்தர் எந்திரிப்போம், ஒர்க் பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சிருவோம். So somebody else will be sleeping. 4th day morning 9 AM, Muthukumaran was screaming, sir. When we went there, the entire 3 days work, we saw it on the hand. It was rotating both ways. So same day we called Mr. Srinivasan and said, sir, we achieved it. He said, come down fast. So same day we took the car, we went to Hosur Titan factory, we showed them. Immediately he said, okay, what are the other works you are doing? Stop now immediately. You start working for Titan. Okay, we will give you projects. You start working for Titan. The next, that is the first time after our HAL project, Titan was the one who gave me a check of 20 lakhs on the first day. 20 lakhs. 50,000 to 20 lakhs jump with just whatever we could achieve on the table. 50,000 rupees from the bank to 20 lakhs jump. So that jump is what pushed us to the next stage of our life. Strategic. This is very important. Like, I would like to stress this out. I don't know how much we have heard about the leader that I am going to show in the next stage. Strategy. What strategy can we bring? It is not about just starting a company. It is not about taking the projects. It is about how we take the projects and what can we do to take the projects. Right? That is a strategy that we need to adopt in our entrepreneurial life. Not everybody is successful, sir. 10 companies, 100 companies starting, 99 companies fail. One company is successful. How? 99 companies, they wait for projects, they don't hunch for it, they just wait for it throughout their life. They will not get it. I know the hurdles to reach to get a project. Services-based projects, companies die faster because they could not afford to get a project. They could not secure a project. That day I told, 2 months, if I have not had Titan, I am done. If I have sit across the table and wait for project to come to me, another 2 months gone, my money is gone, I am out. How to hunch for projects? That's a strategy that we need to, I am going to tell what to do to get projects. And who is the inspiration behind me, the leader who taught me how to hunch for projects. It is, I mean, he's politically inclined. I'm just taking the core from the leader. Who could be the leader who is great in strategy? Strategy. We call him the Iron Man of India, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Right? Great man who is almost unsung. Today, everybody, the kids knows Mahatma Gandhi, yes. Nehru, yes. How much they know Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel when compared to Mahatma Gandhi? Of course, Mahatma Gandhi is also my inspiration, but I am just comparing it on the scale. How much Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel is being portrayed, like how Mahatma Gandhi is portrayed in the country. The contribution that he has done to the great nation India is unbelievably outstanding. I will tell you how. This is a real story of India's unification. Today, our constitution says India, the Bharat, is the union of states. Correct? What is India before British? I mean, before British left the country, what is India? Anybody? It is not a country, right? Princely states. It's completely princely states. Madras, Mysore, this side Rajputs, everybody is a princely state. Princely state is almost equal to a separate country. Like Hyderabad was ruled by a Muslim, right? Nizam. Madras, British rule. Like that, the country was completely princely states. Mysore, today also Mysore has a king and their family is given certain rights to do some activities in Mysore. That is the strategy I am talking about. How Vallabhbhai Patel and Nehruji has brought the country as the country that we are looking at. Unification of a single framed country called India. How is it possible? That's pure strategy. This is the British given map. What does it say? Green, you know, our best friends Pakistan. You know, what is it? Native Indians. These are pure Hindus. These are like Central Province and blue color, British ruled. Correct? You see, do you think all these people can stay together in a single country? தண்ணிக்கே பிரச்சனைங்க கர்நாடகா கூட நம்மளுக்கு கரெக்டா? Do you think if you just imagine Tamil Nadu is a different country, Karnataka is a different country, how much chaotic it will be? We are in a single country, we are all Indians, but still we face lot of troubles to get water from a different state. Just imagine Karnataka is a different country and we need a visa to enter Karnataka. How will water enter without visa? Correct? They will have their own rights to enjoy the water that they are getting from their own country, right? Hyderabad. You see Hyderabad's position? Center of India. Ulundavada mari irukku. The entire country la. Hyderabad was ruled by a Nizam. If he wants to join Pakistan, we will have a center hole in the country where we have to fight with a deadly against country like Pakistan. Currently all our military forces on the border. This side Pakistan, that side China. Today if Hyderabad was Pakistan, the border will be here, right? Just imagine how chaotic the country will be. How to manage Pakistan, how to manage China, and how to manage Hyderabad. Is just here. If I go to the top floor, I can see Hyderabad, right? How can I manage them if they are going in alignment with Pakistan? Because that time there was an agreement with all the princely states that they can take three routes. One, they can go to India, they can align with India, or they can align with Pakistan, or they can align neutral. They can stay neutral. They will not even go to India, they will not even go to Pakistan. They will stay neutral, which means they are a princely state and a separate country by their own. Correct? So, if all these people are separated, what will happen to the glorious nation called India today? This was brought together by a single man called Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Pure strategy. I'll tell you how. I cannot see. Almost 600 princely states are put together on a single country called India today. I cannot cover all these topics. Two main topics I'll take. One is Jammu Kashmir and another is Hyderabad. Both are controversial. I'll tell you how it is controversial. This is Jammu Kashmir. This is British map. If you see Jammu Kashmir, majority is Muslim population ruled by a Hindu leader. Correct? Hyderabad, majority Hindu population ruled by a Nizam. What will happen here? Communal clash. Easy. If they go out of India, they will face communal clash. Of course, because I am ruled by majority, 90% plus. The public belong to a different religion and the ruler belongs to a different religion. The ruler will think always to his religion and he will always try to suppress the majority, the other religion people. Automatically there will be revolt, automatically there will be chaos, close. That is what happened in many countries including Myanmar, which has happened recently. First let's take Kashmir. Why Kashmir? 75 years we are struggling and fighting Kashmir. People are dying, soldiers are dying. Why? Have you ever thought why are we struggling for Kashmir? Why can't we just let go of Kashmir to Pakistan? Because there are so many innocent lives they are under stake. Today Indian army is positioned in Jammu Kashmir. People are dying. Why? Policemen, army men, terrorist attack, common man is dying. India is spending crores and crores of money just for Jammu Kashmir. Why? It is just not a prestigious issue. It is not about just leaving the state to Pakistan. There is a strategy, there is geographical importance to this great state called Jammu Kashmir. Why Pakistan is struggling? Just to take care of their Muslim friends? No. They want the geographical importance of this Jammu Kashmir. That's why they want to take Jammu Kashmir out of India. Correct? Why
Jammu Kashmir is important to us. The great rivers of Jammu Kashmir. Everything is glaciers. Water, an important resource for anything and everything in our day-to-day life. We have hydro projects there. Indian built hydro projects there. We have Siachen Glacier. Siachen Glacier is absolutely amazing importance to India and its security. Siachen Glacier is the highest glacier, highest peak in that region that covers POK, Pakistan occupied Kashmir, Pakistan, China, Aksai Chin. Aksai Chin is China occupied Jammu. So you know that. It's a part of Ladakh. So Aksai Chin, this is the tallest, this is like a watchtower. You go on top of Siachen Glacier, you see all three directions, you will know what to do. You will know it's a highest glacier. You go on top. Today, Siachen Glacier's temperature is minus 50 degrees. Our minus 50, we cannot even tolerate minus 4 or minus 5. Seriously telling. Minus 50, our army is stationed there to take care of all three borders of India. China, if he is building anything on the border, we can understand from Siachen. Pakistan, any intrusion into India in any other means, we can understand from Siachen. Siachen is important. If we lose Siachen, we lose Jammu. Siachen is very, very important, strategically placed glacier on top of Jammu and Kashmir. So, why? So, this is why we need Kashmir. This is why we are struggling. This is why we are, today if we lose Jammu, we lose other parts of the country because intrusion is very, very easy through Jammu Kashmir because the terrain is very rough. It is not like it's an open terrain. 1,000 people coming across, you cannot just fight. It's a valley. People can come from any direction. They can intrude into India. They can do anything they want. That's what. If we need to safeguard India's interest, we need Kashmir. This is the outcome. This is the outline of what happened. How Jammu and Kashmir came into India, right? The ruler is Raja Hari Singh. He wants to stay neutral, correct? Because the majority population was Muslims. But the ruler is a Hindu. He wants to stay neutral. He doesn't want to go to Pakistan because if he goes to Pakistan, his problem is he is a Hindu. He will be killed or converted. That's a basic mindset he has. If he goes to India, the majority population is Muslim. India is a Hindu-centric country. The population will not agree to this decision. So there will be chaos. So he doesn't want to take this stand or that stand. He wants to stay neutral. So he signed a standstill agreement with India and Pakistan saying, I will stay neutral. I will not come to you or I will not come to you either. Hari Singh, when British left, Hari Singh had a security issue because Brits was the one who was actually taking care of Hari Singh and his security. When Brits left, he had a major security issue from Pakistan or India. India will not do. So far in the history, India has not started any war by themselves. Somebody else will start and we will go and complete it. So he has a major security threat from Pakistan. So what happens in just 12 days after signing the standstill agreement, Pakistan sent thousands and thousands of armed military men into Jammu and Kashmir, and they have sent a warning letter also to join Pakistan, else he will be killed. So the operation is called Operation Gulmarg. Thousands and thousands of armed men were sent into Jammu and Kashmir, and everybody were like harassed, killed. There are a lot of things happening. That time, this ruler Hari Singh came to India for assistance, saying, I have signed a standstill, but still I am facing the threat from Pakistan. Can you help me? There comes the strategical mind of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. He went inside, in just 12 days, he completed the war. He sent the entire Indian Army force with airlifted, sent inside. Every Operation Gulmarg was completed. 8 months he completed he developed the road infrastructure. See, opportunity. When Titan came to me, that opportunity I utilized in 3 days. When Hari Singh came to me, I was begging him, sir, please come and join me. At some situation he comes to me and said, sir, can you please help me? That time the situation was well handled, and 8 months he ensured Jammu and Kashmir joins with India. He has completed the road projects, he has completed the telecom lines in just 8 months. The terrain is absolutely rough to establish anything between India and Pakistan, India and Jammu and Kashmir. It's very tough. He mobilized all the military forces, he removed Pakistan out of the picture. That day, Jammu and Kashmir has become a part of India. Today, India is unified, India is out of terrorists because we have Jammu Kashmir. That is because we have Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel that day to take care, to utilize that properly, strategically moving that area to bring Hari Singh into our zone. Okay. Next comes Hyderabad. Hyderabad, Jammu Kashmir, because of its geographical importance, we need. Why we need Hyderabad? As I explained before, Hyderabad is in the central part of India. Just imagine if Hyderabad goes and joins with Pakistan. This is a part of Pakistan. Can you just imagine? A big country with a hole in the center. How will you manage? That's why we need Hyderabad to be as important as Jammu and Kashmir to be a part of India. So when Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel approached the Nizam, he refused it. He said, I am not going to join India. I want to stay. He is inclined towards Pakistan, but he doesn't. He did not take a stand that day. He went and approached. He tried multiple ways to convince the Nizam of Hyderabad. So he did not join. That day, what happened is Razakars. See, I don't know if it's a strategy by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel or if it's a strategy by the government of India, but Razakars are இப்போ வீரப்பன் மாதிரின்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. Somebody who is revolting inside the same place. Revolts, அவ்வளவுதான். Just don't compare as it is, but revolts. உள்ளுக்குள்ளேயே கிளர்ச்சின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க இல்லையா? So அந்த கிளர்ச்சியை உண்டாக்கி ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா he brought the Nizam under the control of India. So Razakars was erupted. They started creating lot of chaos inside Hyderabad. The Hyderabad Nizam could not handle the pressure that Razakars has created. Everywhere there was blasts. Everywhere there was all nonsense was happening inside Hyderabad. So what happened is Razakars, because of Razakars, they came for India's assistance, saying, please save us. That time, like Operation Gulmarg, here Operation Polo was launched. In maximum of 2 months, a complete Razakars was stopped. Complete Razakars was thrown away from Hyderabad. The Hyderabad has become a part of India by, see, you see the difference? This is the effect of strategy. Clear strategy of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. For that, you see 565 princely states were united to become a part of India. I have just told you 2. How they have done that? Usual. Sama, Dana, Danda, Beda. You know Sama? Counseling. They go, they talk to them, they just say, sir, we can do that, we can do this, you be a part of India, we can be a glorious nation, all that, counseling. If they are not okay with counseling, you gift. Like how something to this Mysore princely state, something has been gifted. The king and the family will have some special status. Even now, Mysore princely state has some special status that has been gifted by India to their family. They are saying, okay, I will give you this gift, I will give you this much land, you be a Jamindar in this area. So you continue doing your Jamindar activities here. You do that, you do this. Jamindar law is completely gone, but still there are a lot of land left with my princely state of Mysore, and the Mysore king is still enjoying, still doing lot of service to the nation. The Mysore king is continuing to be a king and their family is continuing to be the princely state. Danda, punishments. There are many places where punishments were also offered to the princely states to become a part of India. Example, Rajputs. Rajputs, they are actually punished to become a part of India. Beda, split, creating a split. How Hyderabad was made. There was a split. That split was created by, I don't know, there is no official confirmation whether the Razakars was created by India or Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel or his strategy, but it is believed that Beda was the strategy that India has used to bring Hyderabad into India. There was a split created inside the country where the Rajaks started their problems, and then automatically we bring the prince of the Nizam of Hyderabad to surrender to India. So this is how strategy plays an important role for this great nation India. So that's how we also secure projects. You got it? Wherever you explain, you go to Titan and say, sir, this is possible, sir, this is possible, sir. They give the project. Wherever we have to offer gifts, you know how we can offer gifts to take projects. Wherever if we have to punish, in taking tenders, there is nothing called punishment. There is something called tender. Like you actually losing person is actually taking punishment from me, right? So I have to go low on cost, beat the tender, win the tender. That's a punishment to the other person, right? So creating a split, you make a product that is as similar or as good as possible. I mean, more better than his company. It is actually a split for them, right? So that's how we get projects. This is what we follow. Wherever, whatever is possible, you take. That's all. Optimistic. This is what will drive you. Good things will happen. You follow the process, good things will happen to you, no matter what. You see this day you go and ask me, will I hit 10 lakh rupees per year? I would say no. I'll just say, okay, I just started my career. Let me see. My parents also told me the same. My parents, they are pure, proper monthly salary taking employees. They are not into business. None of my ancestors or everybody is my grandfather is a professor, my dad is an engineer, I am a businessman. So the shift from monthly salary to business has come from here. My dad told, my mother was like, okay, you go and try, I'll give you 1 year time, you go and try. If you are not successful, then you go and join any other company. That's what she told. My father is like, okay, you try. If you want any money, you please let me know. So we just tried. Promise, we just tried. But adopting the right strategies, adopting the right skills, upskilling ourselves is very important to be a proper entrepreneur. From here, this is how we started. This is my grandfather's house. Employees, coding. This is how we started. The first breakthrough came through one of our friends saying there was a company called Aerospace Engineers who was working for HAL, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, who makes the fighter aircrafts, right? Many other military-based R&D also they are doing. So one of our friends said there is a company who is looking for a. See, that time is when Prime Minister Modi has introduced Make in India. So HAL was actually shifting most of their imports to Make in India. They wanted to try everything inside the country. So they gave us an offer saying flight simulators. How many? I mean, you would have heard about flight simulators. Flight simulators is like exact clone of a cockpit, a flight's cockpit. A pilot has to get trained 800 hours on air. A fighter jet pilot has to get trained 800 hours on air to get his flight certificate, pilot license. Do you think government can spend 800 hours for every single passenger? I mean, for every single pilot? Not possible. It's very expensive affair. So what they do is 700 hours they will train on the simulator and 100 hours they train on the actual flight. That's how they can cut the cost, right? So for that there is something called a flight simulator. That flight simulator was actually procured from UK. So before Make in India, this flight simulators was procured from UK, paying a huge money. Like I can give you a comparison. Like every flight simulator costs 12 crore rupees. Okay, so this 12 crore rupees every flight simulators India was procuring from UK. So the flight simulators will be kept, exact cockpit structure will be kept, pilot will be inside, he will drive the vehicle, the displays. Instead of windows, there will be displays. The displays will tell you there is a hydraulic pistons in the bottom. When you turn left, yes. So when a pilot turns the aircraft left, automatically the display will show as if he is turning left, and the hydraulic pistons will turn. So when he crashes, there will be a crash report. So based on the crash report, he will be rated, and accordingly he will be given a pilot license. 700 hours he will be trained, and 100 hours he will be trained on the air. This is how the structure works. So they told us, can you make this? I will give you one device. I will not give it to you in your hand. You come here, take whatever data you want. It will be on the table inside the HAL premise. We will not give it to you to your company. This you just have to go there, take whatever data we want. We can take any type of vernier caliper or whatever we want to take. We just need exact clone of this working with the UK software. It is not about our software. This device has to work with the software that UK guy has provided. That is a challenge. So copying this is okay. You can try to copy the outer structure, electronics, whatever inside. But how do you make this work with the software that somebody else has given you? That is a challenge. So this is the first breakthrough in the company. We got this project. We delivered how many? That's 45 flight simulators. These flight simulators worked. How we made it work? That's a long story. I can give you a short explanation. We tried to take the data that is running between this and that, and we try to pass the same data. Whenever there's one button pressed, some data will run from that cable, right? That data we sniffed using a sniffer. We sniffed the data. We tried to send the same data in the same format using our controller. It worked. So the 45 flight simulators were delivered. This is our first breakthrough in the company. This is a delivery after the 45 simulators were made. Doing a work for HAL, working with HAL is a very, very tough job. I'm telling you. Titan, I can make a watch in 15 days. With HAL, we have to work at least 2 years to complete a project. Every single thing will be monitored. Like they take the original piece, they take the piece that you have taken, they close the eyes, they touch the two buttons. They will say this and this are giving different feel to me. That is how the accuracy of HAL is. They will just go and say even the pressure has to match. Everything, the look, feel. The look, feel, the pressure, everything has to match. That is a way of the accuracy level that they take care. This is the Titan watches. He is Mr. Srinivasan, AVP Titan, who visited our small company. If you see, this is not a conference room, this is a bedroom. So, my grandfather's bedroom. Huh? Yeah, this is me, this is Raj. This is our company today. This is our inauguration, 2017 we started this company. So, all I can say is to handle yourself, use your head. To handle others, use your heart. Simple. Empathetic, you have to be as empathetic as possible. When I was in crisis, everybody came together to support me, to give me money. When they are in crisis, I have to give back, right? A leader's best capability is to be as empathetic as possible when there is crisis. When COVID was there, seriously, we had this much money only. For whatever money we had, we gave oxygen concentrators to Salem. Almost 100 oxygen concentrators were delivered during COVID period in different seasons. I can say once again, no one is a born leader. Everybody is made. You have to learn from your predecessors. You have to learn from your leaders. Adopt it in your life. Be as successful as possible. Thank you so much. Sorry? So if you have any questions, please feel free. Please.
Very admire your recollecting the history. So many people are not aware of the greatness of Dr. Patel. So my father used to tell me. So now I even see people commenting, why is this man given such a big statue? Why the government has spent such huge money on that? It's the way they used to do. So now I think you touched upon the importance with fine detail. So I think our mindset about the great leaders that stage by stage. And I really appreciate so in this young age you have so many fine details and to put together and adopt it to your business.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So on the monument irukku illaya, the world's tallest building, world's tallest statue. So on the statue, the importance of statue, you will know at least a part of it today. Read about Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, how he united 565 princely states to form a single country called India. Outstanding. You will not even believe whether is it possible by a human being who lived in our age, who lived in our country, right? Just read. It's very inspiring. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel needs much more larger statue than what it is today. நல்லா எனக்கு அட்டெண்டன்ஸ் கொடுத்தாங்க. Thank you so much, ma'am.
All the 8 projects we have they really deserve.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Okay. Let me end my case. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your valuable expertise with us.
Okay.
Now I invite the coordinates to felicitate the resource person with memento.